Hey guys, this is the Stupendous Wave here with another discussion today. And in this one, we'll be discussing the leaked trailer 2 that is on Jurassic World's Instagram. And the link for that is in the description. Really awesome. You should really check it out. And we have a couple subtopics branching off of the main topic. We're going to be talking about what dinosaur is the helicopter attacking? What does Owen mean by it's learning where it fits in the food chain? Do we hear and see the D-Rex? What is attacking the ACU soldier or possibly Hamada? And I am joined by three very special guests. I'm joined by Jurassic World himself,
Hey guys, what's up?
Hazagala, of course,
Hey everyone.
and Mike G.
Hey guys, Mike G here.
And so, really excited to have these guests on. So let's go ahead and get started. And let's all discuss what dinosaur is the helicopter attacking in the leaked trailer. Jurassic World, would you like to share your thoughts on this first?
Yes. Alright, so I think that they're attacking the D-Rex because with the leaked footage I got, if that's correct, the D-Rex will be in the forest and I'm assuming they're going to be trying to track it down to stop it and they're going to be shooting the minigun at it.
Cool, awesome. Good theory. Haza, how about you?
Oh yeah, I think it's a T-Rex also. Although it looks to be the color of the T-Rex. It looks like it has the same color that the T-Rex had. Although it just might be that we're not seeing it. We're not seeing it correctly, and it could just be the T-Rex that's changed its skin color, maybe because it's from the genetic thanks to the cuttlefish. But we don't really know. So if there's a helicopter above it and it's using its minigun to attack it, it's obviously got to be a big threat, and it seems to be running very fast, so it looks very fast and dangerous and very agile, it seems. So yeah, probably the D-Rex in my opinion.
Yeah, awesome. Mike?
You know, I'm going to go with Haza on this one, but you also have to remember that this is leaked footage that somebody is recording on a TV or whatever it is. You can't really see it that well. So once we really get really nice, clear evidence, then we'll really be able to tell. But for right now, I really don't know which one to choose. It's kind of hard to tell. When I look at its speed, I think of D-Rex, but I look at its color and I think of T-Rex. So it's really hard to say for me because of how the footage looks so far to me.
Yeah. Well, what I was kind of thinking is it might be the Metriacanthosaurus, although that's really not likely at all because of the size or the implied size, because we really don't have anything to compare it to. It's just kind of the low camera angle, which is implying a larger predator. But we really don't know 100% how big it is yet. And really, we only see its tail and its back foot, and maybe its head for a split second. But other than that, not really anything. For me, at least, it looks too fast to be the T Rex. Like Mike said, and Haza as well, I believe. It looks way too fast to be the T Rex. We've seen the T Rex run in the first Jurassic Park. It doesn't look like it runs the same. This animal kind of puts its head down, if you guys know what I mean. It puts its head down when it runs, like it is almost preparing to run into something, which is really interesting. So it's probably the D Rex. I think it's probably too fast to be the T Rex, and the T Rex doesn't really run like that, is what we've seen so far. What do you guys think? Do you think the T Rex really ran like that?
Well,
It didn't run, it walked. You know,
Yeah.
like
Took huge strides.
like when it was chasing the car in the first film.
that was like, how much was that? 40 miles per hour?
I thought, I can't really remember, 30 something.
30 something miles an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. But we did see it chase after the Jeep in the first one, and it really doesn't
Yeah.
look like it's
Yeah, it looks
the
like
same.
it's
Go ahead.
walking. It looks like it's walking when it runs.
Yeah, almost. So that's just our opinions on that one. Moving on, what does Owen mean when he says it's learning where it fits in the food chain? This is a line in the leaked trailer that's kind of muddled over some static, but we can still clearly make it out. One of the few lines we can clearly make out. And this is from Owen, and I'm assuming he's talking to Claire. Jurassic World, what do you think he's talking about?
I'd assume he's talking about the D-Rex. I think the D-Rex probably got his first kill, probably of a dinosaur, and he's basically saying it's learning where it fits in the food chain, like which dinosaurs it can kill and go up against, and which dinosaurs it can't. Which probably can go up against any of them.
Yeah, really interesting. Haza?
Yeah, I also assume he's talking about the D-Rex because I assume it probably has escaped at this point and is probably looking for prey. It's just roaming around the park, and I assume that Owen's attempting to track it down, and he later says it's an intelligent animal as well. So we assume it's got the intelligence to top any animal to get to the top of the food chain, and also thinking if that is possible and it gets to the top of the food chain, what can happen from there? Can any animal compete with that? Unless a T-Rex or Spino poses a threat to it, it probably assumes it can usurp the throne of the food chain.
Yeah, awesome. Mike, what do you think?
Hazagala summed up a lot, but you look at the trailers and they say she's dangerous, anything that moves, and this is just showing that it's getting worse now. She's getting more dangerous, and it's just improving on this creature. That's what I see.
Yeah. Well, what I kind of think it is maybe she's taken out one of the smaller dinos, and when I say smaller, I mean not T-Rex size. I'm talking the Triceratops, possibly a Suchomimus, maybe a Baryonyx, but that would be really interesting. Possibly one of the smaller ones because I doubt that she would be able to scrap with the Spino or the T-Rex and walk away fine because, of course, those are two very, very powerful dinosaurs. But yeah, he's definitely talking about the D-Rex. It's even heavily implied that he's talking about the D-Rex. The line shows up right after a D-Rex scene. So, really, really interesting. Um, I really honestly hope that she doesn't just kill the T-Rex or the Spino off the bat. I really think that would be a big mistake, repeating the mistakes of of Jurassic Park 3, kind of like the sins of the father carrying over in a way. But anyway, yeah, I'm thinking maybe she killed another dinosaur, possibly the Suchomimus, although I wouldn't really like that either because the Suchomimus would really put up a big fight as well. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe Triceratops, something like that. Maybe a herbivore that would fight back. But really interesting, again. So, our third topic, and possibly our most interesting, is in the leaks trailer, we see this dinosaur and it roars at the camera. And is this the D-Rex? And we hear a roar similar to the T-Rex's roar, but it's really altered and it has a hiss. It has a kind of hissing sound added to it. So the question here is, do we see and do we hear the D-Rex in the leaks trailer? Jurassic World, what do you think?
I think we hear a D-Rex roar and a T-Rex roar because in all the leaked trailers together we have two roars. The first we see a head-on shot of what looks to be a T-Rex because it's brown, but it could also be the D-Rex if the D-Rex is the dinosaur they're shooting at in the helicopter. And that roars and it kind of has a little hiss to it, so I would assume that is possibly the D-Rex roar. And then at the end where Ty and Nick are in the gyrosphere, you basically Ty says, "Where's the Rex?" So I'm assuming it's the T-Rex, and then it has the T-Rex roar, which is the classic T-Rex roar. So I'd assume it's a D-Rex roar and a T-Rex roar.
Yeah. Haza, what do you think?
Yeah, I assume it's that we do hear the D-Rex as well. I don't think we see it as much as it implies. Like, I think it may not be the D-Rex, but then again, I don't know, it's just all speculation, but it's possible. I do like the sound. It's kind of like a cross between a Velociraptor and a T-Rex, kind of. You got the Velociraptor kind of hiss sound with the T-Rex roar, which is appropriate. It sounds pretty cool. I do hope they improve on it, though, because it sounds a bit... doesn't sound as good, if you know what I mean, but anyway, I just hope they improve on it slightly, and yeah, that's my thoughts.
Awesome. What do you think, Mike?
Well, I think what you see is the D-Rex and, the hissing sound and then the T-Rex roar. I'm thinking that it's the T-Rex and the D-Rex roaring at each other, or it is just the D-Rex because T-Rexes don't hiss. So,
Yeah, awesome. I'm actually with Mike. I think it is the D-Rex for sure. Because we do know it's mixed with the Death Adder snake, and for it to start off as a hiss and then form into the more T-Rex sounding, like deeper sounding roar, I think it totally makes sense. We do see at the bottom is what its jaw possibly looking like it might be opening up a little, because we do see that the teeth don't go all around. Did you guys notice that?
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe it's just speculation that the D-Rex's mouth kind of opens up a little bit at the bottom. So similar to like a snake. But I was thinking maybe it could be like that, but I'm gonna say right now that I think it's the D-Rex, and I think that it is roaring at the camera, possibly roaring at Hamada, getting ready to attack him, or maybe even at Owen, or just a part guess, maybe Ty and Zach ran into it, and then that's why they jump off the waterfall. Well, jump into the waterfall or into the water below. But yeah, I'm gonna say with Mike, I think it's the D-Rex. So anyway, our last topic for today is what is attacking the ACU soldier, and ACU means Animal Control Unit, is what we're speculating, and this possibly could be Hamada. I almost said it possibly could be Haza, but it possibly could be Hamada. And we do see an ACU soldier kind of get flung or drug into the kind of jungle, and it looks like he's whipped by a little bit of a larger dinosaur, if it even is a dinosaur. I don't think it's like a raptor. I think it's something much bigger. What do you think, Jurassic World?
Yeah, the CG isn't finished in the scene. It looks like a white pole or stick is whacking the guy. So I'd assume it's probably the D-Rex, as the scene before it was Bryce Dallas Howard saying, I think she said the thing, whatever she said. She said the thing's out of containment. And then you see this scene where the guy gets smacked across the jungle. I think the D-Rex whacks this guy with his tail, and he basically flies across the jungle.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, do you think that could be the scene where they go in the leaked info into the jungle hunting it, and then they get picked off by the D-Rex?
Yeah, because in the leaked info I got, the guy said Hamada gets killed by the D-Rex, but it doesn't specifically say how he gets killed. So maybe the D-Rex whacks him across the jungle and then goes up and picks him up and kills him.
Yeah, interesting. What do you think, Haza?
Yeah, I think from what I see, it seems as though he's getting flung against a tree or something, or he's flying across the jungle, obviously being hit by something with a tremendous force. We don't know if it's Hamada, as you said, but I assume it could possibly be Hamada. This is probably, as Jurassic World said, could be the D-Rex attack. Although, as we see in the normal trailer, where we see some footage of what looks to be an ACU soldier getting dragged away into a bush, kind of on the floor, I would assume that if this is even connected to that scene, that he's being pulled away by something low to the ground, because I doubt a T-Rex or a D-Rex would just pull a soldier along the ground like that. So I assume if this was connected to this scene, or not even connected, that would be a smaller dinosaur like a Velociraptor or a Metriacanthosaurus dragging him along the ground. But yeah, I think they might be linked, but if they're not, that's entirely okay, and that's makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, really really good thoughts, man. What do you think, Mike?
Um, once again, the footage is hard to see, but it could be the D-Rex camouflaging and snatching it. I don't know. It just looks like he flew into the air, but I don't know what that is. I was just like dumbfounded at that scene. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, for me, I kind of uh we really we don't see anything. So it's hard for me to say straight out. I think it was the D-Rex, I think it was the Suchomimus, I think it was the T-Rex, because we really don't know. What I do know is that something big hit him or grabbed him, and that he's probably got a couple broken bones after landing, if he's not dead, and maybe we can't see it because it's camouflaged, or maybe because of the angle. But I would think that the more likely thing is that the CGI isn't done like Jurassic World said. But yeah, I really inconclusive for me, because we really don't know what it is for sure, and we don't know anything about what it looks like. We just see a guy being flung into the forest.
Yeah, we don't really know if those scenes are linked, so I would assume if they aren't linked, that's yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's our discussion, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Thank you so much, Jurassic World, for being here.
Oh yeah, that was so much fun.
Thanks, Haza, as always.
Yeah, no problem.
And Mike G.
Always great to be here.
All of these channels will be in the description, as always. Go be sure to check out Jurassic World's Instagram for all the footage that we talked about in this discussion. He has a really cool Instagram page and a really cool YouTube channel as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to all these channels, and have a great day.